It's been a while since we've been living in this tent. Our grandmother hasn't been able to buy herself a pair of shoes for church yet, but she has bought black school shoes and polish to clean them with for my firstborn brother and me. Some white people came to take photographs of our people living in the tent. They say they were making a film.
Hello, I'm reporter Claudia White. So how long have you been living here?
In this tent?
Yes.
2 years and 1 month.
So what do you hope for in the future?
Nothing. Nothing. I am here.
Have you always lived with all of these children?
There was a time when my daughter lived with my grandchildren.
What happened?
It all started when my daughter went to get oil for cooking and never returned. They got her. I know they did. I knew if they found her, they would kill her.
Who got her?
The bandits did! The bandits got her!
My God, how dangerous were they?
Twice. They came into our village. And we ran and we hid in the bushes. And when they gone, we came back and we found everything had been taken from us. Everything. But the third time they came back, there was nothing to take. No oil, no food. So they burned the thatch and the roofs of our houses fell in.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. How did your family survive?
This is all I have left. I sacrificed my church clothes and my shoes just to get water and food for my family. But it wasn't enough.
Please, tell me your journey before arriving to this tent.
My grandchildren and the man had to lift my husband from stone to stone, where we found places to cross the rivers. I am strong, but my feet were bleeding. We could not carry baskets on our heads any longer. We couldn't carry anything except my grandson. We left our things under the bush. We were in the grass called elephant grass. That day, we had our pains, and my husband couldn't just get down. He went off into the grass to be on his own. We must catch up. My daughter kept on asking him to wait for my husband. What I have endured was akin to torture. My husband was not fortunate in strength as God has given me.
What happened to him?
Unfortunately, we lost him as he fell behind. He was too weak to go on.
Do you hope one day to go back to your country?
No, there's nothing to go back to.
But when the war is over, don't you want to go back home?
I have no home.
Our grandmother hasn't been able to buy herself a pair of shoes for church yet, but she has bought black shoes and polish to clean them with for my firstborn brother and me. Every morning when people are getting up in the tent, the babies are crying, people are pushing each other at the taps outside, and some children are already pulling the crusts of porridge off the pots we ate from last night. My firstborn brother and I clean our shoes. Our grandmother makes us sit on our mats with our legs straight out so she can carefully look at our shoes to make sure we have done it properly. No other children in the tent have real school shoes. When we three look at them, it's as if we are in a real house again. Our grandmother looked away from her and spoke. There is nothing, no home. After the war, if there are no bandits anymore, our mother may be waiting for us. And maybe when we left our grandfather, he was only left behind. He found his way somehow, slowly through Kruger Park, and he'll be there. He will be there. They'll be home, and I'll remember them.